Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today I'd like to talk about a few different types of diamond painting canvases that you can buy. I get asked a lot of questions about the different types of canvases and what the differences are, so I'm going to go ahead and try to explain the best I can here in this video. If you have any more questions, please leave them down in the comment section below this video, and hopefully someone who's reading them may be able to answer your question. If you want to join a community of like-minded diamond painters, please head on over to Crafters Anonymous with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray, and we will be more than happy to help you. Just please answer the questions and click the box to agree to the rules. Now, without any further ado, let's get into this. I have all different types of canvases, and I have more even behind me. So if you're new to diamond painting, I know that it can be really confusing what you're getting. So let's start with the most basic and the most common types of diamond paintings. These diamond paintings are what we call double-sided adhesive canvases. The adhesive on these is rolled onto the canvas, and they usually use a machine or a combination of a machine and a human to do this process, which is why sometimes you'll find that the sides of the adhesive layer are jagged or uneven. It's actually totally normal, even though it is a bit frustrating. This particular canvas I opened not too long ago. It is no longer available because the artist is no longer licensed to Mary's Diamonds, but this originally had the same type of cover on top. I think it was a cover that only had white paper. It didn't have any writing on it that I remember, and I replaced it with plastic to see if that would help combat the wrinkling and rivering, and it looks as though it's in pretty good shape. You can still see the seam where the two adhesives meet, but it's not too bad. That is one of the downsides with double-sided adhesive, is that you'll sometimes get lines like in here where the two pieces of adhesive meet. You can see on this one as well, there are two pieces because it cannot be evenly distributed over the entire canvas, unless there are some companies that do that, but they won't advertise that. You would only get to know that if you purchase from them. So typically a double-sided adhesive canvas will come from a factory that is located in China, who typically only does this method. As far as I know, most of the diamond painting companies on AliExpress use this method, and also a lot of the drop shippers paint with diamonds, not painting with diamonds. They're two different things. There are some sites that use it, and that's probably because it's the cheapest option. And that's not meant to be an insult, it's just true. The diamond paintings that are less expensive will typically come like this, and I'll show you. These canvases are with the adhesive. There are a few issues that you might have, which is why some people try to stay away from them when they shop. One of them is the overlapping issue. This one does not have it, thankfully. And this particular, if you're looking at this image and wondering what it is, this is a purchase from Home Fun. It is a square drill, and I'm doing it as a comparison to a smaller kit that I got from Home Craftology. I'll do it eventually. Please don't ask me when, I have no idea. But you see where the two pieces of the double-sided tape meet, sometimes there will be a line and there might be wrinkles. Now luckily this one didn't. This one is in very good shape. As far as I can see, there's only one problem at the moment so far, and that is up here. I'm going to lift this up so you can see. There is a river, what I call a river in the glue. So you can see there's a little bubble where the double adhesive looks like it's crinkled on the top. That's what I call a river. Some people call them bubbles. Same thing, same. So that is the major problem with double-sided adhesive. This one isn't bad, but I have others that are horrible, and I think that the one below this one is actually one of them, which is a shame. They do not seem to age well. So if you're like me and you think that diamond painting is just a fad, it's not. Now I know that. You might start buying a whole bunch of canvases and creating a stockpile, and then you will come across this issue, which is that if, depending on where you live, of course, you might run into a problem with humidity. Yeah, I knew that would happen. So this is sad for me, because, and I'll explain, this painting is roughly a year old. It has been lying flat in my portfolio where I store all of my double-sided adhesive canvases flat and then under a mattress to make sure there's plenty of pressure there to keep them nice and flat. However, because I live in Ireland and we have a lot of humidity and temperature change can fluctuate quite a bit, these bubbles or rivers, they do grow under the canvas. For a long time, we had no idea what caused them. In the beginning, I thought that it was shipping, but it's actually just heat and humidity. We're not a hot country, but anyway, that's beyond the point. The reason why this is a problem is that they are difficult to get rid of, and before you go to the comments to tell me how to fix it, I do know how to fix them. You can use a pen, you can use tweezers, you can use an X-Acto knife to fix these, and I have videos on all of those things if you would like to check it out. However, in my experience, I have found that sometimes you cannot remove these rivers. They will make your drills wobble on the canvas in the way that they will be they won't be lying flat on the canvas. They'll be sticking up in odd directions, and you will be able to see it in your final canvas, in the completed work of art. So there are a few diamond paintings that I've done in the past, like with royal diamond painting. I'm trying to think of the other ones that had really bad rivering. Anyway, it doesn't matter. In the past, I have had this issue with double-sided tape. You cannot fix it once you have put drills on it. And so the absolute best way, maybe not the easiest way, but the 100% best way to deal with it is either to not buy a double-sided adhesive canvas in the first place, or to purchase your own roll of double-sided adhesive. You can buy them on AliExpress, you can buy them on crafting websites. I believe you can even purchase it from Amazon. Stitcherista did make a video on this, I believe last year or even the year before, where she purchased the tape just for the paper itself, because she likes to cover her Diamond Art Club paintings with the paper. So that is the pros and cons. The pro, they are cheap, but the con is that you may have issues like this. The stickiness is fine, never had an issue with that, but I did have an issue with the drills popping up because of the rivers, not just because of the drills. So that's that. Obviously another thing is that, you'll have the glue way past the edge of the painting, so you will have to fix that either by removing it with an X-Acto knife or by using washi tape or any kind of tape to hold down that area, and that is so that you don't get it dirty and thus take away from the image on the inside. Okay, so that is double-sided adhesive or double-sided tape paintings. Let's look at some inexpensive poured glue canvases. I have these two that I can show you today. These are from the website Diamonds Painting Factory. I just did a video on them. They are not to be confused with diamondpaintingfactory.co.uk. That is a totally different company, and I do have a canvas on the way because I felt so bad. Anyway, this is a drop shipping website. You may know others like CES Deals, Fan Cells, the GBFKE, is that what it's called? Any of those sites, FG Normal, drop shipper sites. So basically these canvases are very cheap, very cheap. This one was $5 US because it is a special drill, and I hope you can see that the glue is only on the portions that have a number. So you only drill, or the symbol. So you only drill that area. So that is a poured glue canvas. It is a type of poured glue. It's just not very thick. This one as well. I'm not going to show the whole thing because I just showed it in another video. However, dog hair. However, you can tell, if I get the lighting to work, it is a poured glue. It's not double-sided tape. You can usually tell because they will have the clear covers. They usually always have clear cover. The drill quality can vary quite a bit. To be honest with you, there are a lot that I haven't had an issue with, but the squares are terrible. Please don't buy a square painting from one of these websites. They usually have something like that at the bottom as well, but that's all a design choice. These do wrinkle pretty bad, so they don't get shipped thoughtfully, and therefore they usually get wrinkles and bubbles and things like that, but they won't bubble up in the same way that the double-sided adhesive will, and usually it's easier to get this to lie flat over time. You can use the ironing method, which I talked about in my video from last week, to get them nice and flat. But as you would with the poured glue canvas, you want to make sure that you are very, very careful when you're ironing, and just use common sense. Don't do it overboard. I do think that these canvases are great for beginners. I know that people will do these canvases on a budget, but if you're looking for a long-term investment in the diamond painting, and if you want the Rolls-Royce version of diamond painting, I don't think that these will last very long because the glue is not as thick. Glue is not thick. There are bald spots a lot of the time because they're hastily applying the glue, and you can tell that it's just not. You can tell that this costs $6, right? Okay. But I'll get off my high horse there because a lot of people have feelings on that, and I understand that. Next up, in a category of its own, with only a few other stores like it. I'm so sorry about my dog hair on this. I have no plans to finish this. This is from the, oh boy, what was this called? Fuyun. This is the Fuyun store. They have a special type of adhesive that I've only seen from their sister store, Oly, O-L-Y. And it is it almost looks like a hybrid between poured glue and a double-sided adhesive. It tends to river and bubble something fierce for me. And I believe that I had a video a really long time ago about this on my colorful sunflower, and I believe that's the video that I talked about fixing bubbles and rivers. They did send me a new canvas. I didn't bother with this one. That is a huge bubble. I don't know if you can see that now. It goes all the way down the painting. This is going in the trash. It's not even worth saving at this point. I don't know what kind of adhesive Crown is, but it really doesn't work with my weather. Maybe if you live in a dry area, it's fine. But just to let you know, Crown adhesive and humidity don't really work together. Okay, on another category of its own is Treasure Studios Art. TreasureStudiosArt.com. This one, I'll zoom out a little bit. Whoops, the wrong way. Duh. This is actually a custom picture that I got of my dog Ginger. And isn't she so cute? She's going to distract you from the video, I think. I had this made last year, I believe, and this is a custom diamond painting, but the adhesive that has been used is a mounting film adhesive. It has this very nice clear cover that is heavy duty. Can you tell? You can kind of tell that it's not the same as the double-sided adhesive. I'll show you. But it's also tape-like in that it does roll on like the double-sided tape. However, on their website, Treasure Studios Art talks all about what mounting film adhesive really is. It's an acid-free mounting film. It's heavy duty, used for things like car repairs and things like that as well. You can read more about it on their website. I won't harp on about it, but it is a different type of adhesive. It is very unforgiving, so you must be very careful when you place your drills on this type. There are other stores that do use this type of adhesive. The only ones that I know of, because I have stopped researching diamond painting websites that use artwork that is not licensed, but the stores in the past that I've seen this with are the Old Time Shop and Laojiwan from AliExpress. So some of the companies will use it, but they do not tell you that they use it. So that is the one downside. Treasure Studios Art is currently the only one that I know that explains the difference and tells you what it is. You can correct me if I am wrong. I have not been to AliExpress in over a year. Next up, I have poured glue. There are more poured glue. This is a luxury poured glue. So as you all know, Diamond Shop is the creator of this canvas. You can check them out at diamondshop.com. They also do licensed diamond paintings on their website, and they use a thicker layer of the poured glue. They even have videos of their workers applying the poured glue if you'd like to check that out, because it is really cool. So this, and also I'll show you a Diamond Art Club here in a moment, but these diamond paintings with the thicker poured glue, which other stores do use as well, Mystical Diamond Art comes to mind, Star, or what's another one? There's actually a list. I'll go find the list. Hang on one second. Okay, I couldn't find the post that I was looking for, but I have my own list. So Mystical Diamond Art, Blushing Blackbird on Etsy. I believe she's on vacation. She was formerly Rainy Day Diamonds. Star Ore, Craftably, Riolis, Paint Gem, Dreamer Designs, Diamond Dots, and I'm sure there are more. So those are all companies that have this poured glue. This particular kit is very nice because the canvas is very sturdy, so the double-sided adhesive applies very nicely. I've gushed over Diamond Shop before, but I'm going to show you what the difference is between something like this and a Diamond Art Club. I hope I can adequately do this. Okay, so obviously with different companies, there's a difference in canvases and everything else, and that is why I started my channel, because I wanted to help people to find the differences and to know what companies to shop from. And this is why I fell in love with Diamond Art Club, was because their canvas is so soft, and then their poured glue is so thick. It's right up to the edge. It doesn't go over, and it is so soft and cushiony and really, really, really heavy duty. So you can slide the drills around on this. If you don't let it cure, they will slide. So you do need to be careful on that. That's never been an issue for me. I'm not a hard presser. So if you are a hard presser, you may find that happening to you. For that, just peel it back, leave it sit for half an hour. This will start to cure a little bit. You don't have to worry. You're not on a time crunch or a clock or anything. It's not going to dry up completely or anything, so don't worry. But it will make it a little bit easier so that your drills won't slide. But it's super squishy. I don't know any other way of how to explain this. maybe perhaps someone from the company could explain it to you if you want a little bit more detail, but from my experience, it's just really squishy glue. This double-sided adhesive, or sorry, this poured glue is also really sticky, but it's not squishy. I don't know if it's the combination of the glue and the very soft canvas that makes it feel that way. Not really sure. Or if it's a different type of glue, not really sure. But that's what makes it so fun to work on. So yeah. Okay guys, so these are just a few examples of the different types. I'll just try to get them around here so that you can see different types of adhesive. That you might find while diamond painting. You know, we've got different types, different levels of poured glue canvases. We have your double-sided adhesive or tape canvases and your mounting film adhesive canvases. I hope this helps you if you were confused about what the differences are or what they look like. But all in all, there are different price points for everyone. There are different levels of quality there. Happy shopping. It is a fun experience. It's always fun to go shopping for these things, but I'd highly recommend that you find a store that sells licensed artwork. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all really soon in tomorrow's video. Take care, guys. Bye!